Hello everybody, this is Power Star with his first ever video ever since he got the blue screen of death. Yeah, I got the blue screen of death, that's why I've been unable to make any videos for so long. And I would love to continue right where I left off with my Super Mario Bros. 3 Let's Play, and I do intend on eventually finishing that. However, my computer is still broken, and I'm using someone else's computer at this time, so I don't have the time to play through the entire game back up to World 6. However, what I can do is just play this so I can give you a video at all. So let's play Super Columns for the Sega Game Gear. It's also on the Master System, but this is the Game Gear version. Now let's see. We'll be playing the story mode for my Let's Play. Here's the plot. Find Sirhan. If Sirhan learns to harness the sacred amulets' mystical powers, all the citizens of Phoenixidia will bow before the evil merchant's will. Yeah, that's the plot. So I'm going up against Sirhan's first henchman. I have orders not to let you pass, but play me for the privilege. So pretty much you go up against all of Sirhan's henchmen in Super Columns, and you win I assume you win a little bit of money every time, and you wager that to go against the next person. And pretty much when you go against the final boss, you wager all the money you've won against the amulet. Pretty simple plot, and the gameplay itself isn't all that complicated either. As you may have noticed by now, you just match up any three like colors. It's that simple. Now, you may notice I'm getting the gray blocks piling up under me. And those gray blocks come from when my opponent does combos, clearing more than 3 blocks at a time, getting blocks to fall on top of each other, like I just did there. As you can see, all my blocks just disappeared, and a huge swarm of blocks just appeared under his screen. In doing this, you can ensure your opponent's blocks hit the top of the screen and you win the round. Win 3 rounds, and you can move on to the next opponent. If they win 3 rounds, then it's game over. Now, it looks like I'm about to win this. I might as well show you special abilities. Now watch. There he goes. Now, this being the first opponent, he's an absolute joke, so I might as well use the time to explain special abilities to you. You may have noticed the gauge in the middle of the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, as you do combos and clear blocks and such, the gauge builds itself up. See, right now I have 1. You can build it up to 2, 3, 4, and 5, each one corresponding to a different special ability. Now, number 1 is what he just used on me. It replaces, it gives you those crappy gray blocks that you can't get rid of. Now, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to show you all 5 abilities over the course of the game. Now, right now, however, it is most practical to use the ability number 3. I already used it before, and I'll explain what it really does. It makes your opponent's blocks go down super fast, making it extremely hard to organize them properly. And this ability totally overwhelms the first few AIs, and they pretty much just have no chance. Now you may notice that the opponents have really ridiculous looking animations. You can see their picture in the middle bottom there. And look at him just open and close his mouth a million times. I mean, he looks ridiculous. I mean, is he saying something over and over again? Anyway, this being the first opponent, he's an absolute joke. I mean, I don't know. He looks kind of fat, so I don't know. I'll just call him the fat guy, because everyone except Sirhand has no name. Anyway, against this guy, well, just use number 3. Use number 3 over and over again. Over and over again, use number 3 until the round is over. Now, when his blocks fill more than halfway up, his animation changes. Just look at him, throwing his arms up and down over and over. He looks ridiculous. And he just lost. Not hard. Fair is fair. Go as you like. At your peril. Make a wager and play. If you win, you can continue. So this is the second opponent. Now look at him laugh at you. Yeah, everyone gets pretty crappy animations. And this guy is not much better than the first guy. Now he uses the same sort of strategy that the fat guy used. And this guy looks like some sort of stereotype Arabian merchant or something. So I'll just call him the merchant. Anyway, stereotype Arabian merchant. What he does is he builds his power all the way to 5. But does he actually use ability number 5? No, he does not. What he does is he uses ability number 1 5 times. So he tries to flood you out with those crappy gray blocks. However, it's pretty unlikely you'll see it, because he's not that much better at playing the game than the fat guy was. So he's going to be taken down pretty quickly. I mean, just look at what number 3 does to him. Just look at his screen. Look at him panic. His panic animation's even funnier. I mean, just look. He's spitting. Look how ridiculous his eyes look, too. Anyway, against the first few opponents, it's just build up to number 3 a dozen times. Oh, gee. Yeah, you may have noticed that my opponent actually managed to use his ability. Well, yeah, he builds all the way to 5 and uses number 1 5 times. But no matter, I'll wipe him out. And there he goes. He also has a pretty funny losing expression, like, is that a bottle or something? Is he a baby? Wah, I washed. Anyway, overall, he's really not that difficult an opponent. Just like the fat guy at the beginning, you probably should be able to beat him your first try. Sega has made plenty of hard games, but in general, this is not one of them. At least at the beginning. Now, it doesn't take all that much effort to beat this guy. Just keep spamming number 3. In fact, overall, I think number 3 may be the best overall power-up. But I'll be able to show you all the power-ups before the game is over. So you can be able to judge for yourself. But I think you'll agree that using number 3 is probably the best one. Anyway, it shouldn't really take me too much longer to finish this guy off. I've already won twice. And I'm just using number 3. That should finish him. And it did. He's down and out, and the second opponent is over and done with. Take your winnings and move on. He looks awful happy for someone who just lost, huh?